Hey, what up, Facebook? Good morning. It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. So check it out, right? My TikTok page was doing very well. And I was having a lot of fun on TikTok, especially with my lives. You know, TikTok just banned me. They cut my live off this morning because I guess because I wouldn't engage with the MAGA idiots that were trying to talk to me. So they complained and said that I was promoting hate speech. And TikTok literally ended my live right in the middle of it. That's crazy. Oh, excuse me, that is funny. Especially because of all the MAGA hate that I watch, that I see on TikTok. And I never see them getting banned. But I got into a conversation with this guy or girl, I don't know what it was, because you know the ones that really go hard never have their picture up, so you don't know who they are, what they look like, or anything. They never use their real name. But as soon as I wouldn't respond to his bullshit, next thing I know, my live is taken down. So I thought it was quite amusing that they would do that. But anyway, it's all good. I don't really care, actually. Fortunately, my life doesn't revolve around social media. I like just having fun. You know, when I do my live streams, it's mainly entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I got a message to put out, just like anybody else that goes on. But mostly for me, it's just entertainment. So I'm not beat for it. But TikTok, you're wrong. You're wrong for that. Anyway, check it out. I'm out here on the intercoastal here in South Florida, as you know, where I live. Love it down here. Check this out. Check this view out. It is beautiful out today. And I just sat back down in the car. I took a nice walk. Got my exercise on this morning, because we all need to do that. And now I'm about to go back to the house and try to be a little bit productive. I got some things that I definitely need to be doing. I'm a big procrastinator, y'all. I am. I admit it. I just don't have that same drive and enthusiasm that I had, you know, back in the day when I was, you know, running my music company. Definitely don't want to go up and down that highway anymore, you know. And since I've been forced into retirement recently with the medical issues I've been having, I'm really kind of enjoying this retired life, you know. And yeah, it's not as financially rewarding as my music business was, but you know what? I could turn it into something. I said this year, at the beginning of this year, I was going to get more serious with this broadcasting thing. Because, you know, I've been playing around with this crap for a few years. I was serious with it 15 years ago when I started it. You know what? I was live streaming 15 years ago, and y'all thought it was a joke. People used to ask me, yo, Ken, what's Crazy Baby TV? And all I could say was, well, it's TV on the internet. That's exactly what it was, and that's what it still is, you know. But, you know, since the pandemic everybody and their mama got a show now. Everybody's doing a podcast and vlogs and such. And that's great. That's great. This whole new industry popped up damn near overnight, when the pandemic hit. So that's a good thing. Technology is something, man. It has changed the whole landscape. I remember when I first got into the music business, we were recording on cassette tapes, and reel to reels, and video wasn't the thing that it is now, mainly because it was so expensive back then to shoot a video. It wasn't like everybody had a camera in their hands like we got now, and access to all the editing capabilities that computers have given us. I think about, had I had all that stuff when I was younger, man, I'd probably be a billionaire now my damn self, But life has been good. I can't complain. You know what I mean? I definitely can't complain. I've had my ups and downs just like anybody else over the years, but I'm very grateful for everything that I've been able to accomplish, and thankful for those that have been on the journey with me. You know what I mean? My friends are my friends. My family is my family. And we all get on each other's nerves at times. But you know what? I love every one of y'all, and hopefully y'all love me back. Sometimes I'm not too sure, but again, it's all good. I'm grateful. But we're gonna have some fun this year. As I said, I'm taking this broadcasting thing a whole lot more serious, and and today I'm gonna get back to the house because I do have some behind the scenes shit that I really need to be working on. I've been compiling a bunch of B-roll and putting together graphics and stuff for the last few months, actually. So I guess it's about time for me to put all this shit together and actually do a real production, and try to get my production chops back on, and turn Crazy Baby TV into something more viable. Because I have invested a lot over the past few years, actually. And, but like I said, I'm a procrastinator. I've been real lazy, very lazy the last year and a half or so. But no, I can't say that because I've been dealing with some medical problems. So that was more important, than anything, was to get healthy again. And I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely better than I was. And I'm feeling real good now. And so I think I'm going to get back to business. I'm going to reestablish or reactivate my corporate entity. And because I have to, because I was waiting for Social Security because of the disability. I got heart problems, y'all. I really do. I'm kind of fucked up, actually, but it's neither here nor there. But I'm not going to wait for Social Security. I am going to get myself back to business, and not for any reasons like chasing the bag or nothing like that, but mainly for my own sanity. I just want to be doing something productive, you know what I mean? So I got all of this gear, and I have the knowledge. I may as well put it back to work and do some things that I've always wanted to do on a larger scale. So that's where I'm at now. But check it out. Stick with me. I know it's been a minute. It's been a long time that I've been bullshitting around, but believe me when I tell you, Crazy Baby TV world is alive. We're well. We're healthy again, and we're gonna bring some good entertainment to you all here real soon. I think I'm gonna stick, to the music and entertainment thing, and not so much the politics. But we got to talk about the politics sometimes because it's important, that we remain informed about what's going on. And I know a lot of you out there don't trust, major media, which is cool. My opinions about that are just be sensible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really not that hard to sort out what's true and what's not. There's so much craziness being put out here today, and I tend to believe that the crazier it sounds, it really might be believable. It might be true. Whoever would have thought Donald Trump would get elected president twice? I never thought that. Whoever thought that we would have a convicted felon in the White House? I never thought that. Ain't that something crazy? He can be president of the United States with 34 felony convictions, but he can't get a job at McDonald's. Ain't that some shit? What in the bizarro world are we living in right now? That's crazy. We have a billionaire who blatantly bought the election. Blatantly. They didn't even try to hide the fact that he was buying the election. And now guess what? He's a de facto president. Hasn't been elected to shit. He bought and paid for his position. He owns the presidency. That's a fact. Whether you like it or not, that's a fact. And we let it happen because we had the opportunity for the past, 8 years to get rid of Trump and his cronies, and we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. And now this clown has unchecked power. Congress isn't trying to stop him. The Supreme Court is in his hip pocket, so they're definitely not going to try to stop him. Hell, they're corrupt as hell themselves. So here we are, stuck in this conundrum, in this bizarro world where a criminal has the keys and all the nuclear codes. That's scary. And I saw this morning when I woke up, turned on the news, what's going on? Donald Trump has ordered airstrikes on the Houthi rebels in Yemen. Now, granted, the Houthis have been a small problem in the Middle East. They're a small problem. They fired a few rockets at some ships. I think they even boarded a few ships and took some hostages. But they're not a major threat. I guess they probably could develop into a major threat, if given the right tools and opportunity. And they are aligned with Iran, which, as you know, has been a thorn in the side of every American president for the last 40 years or so. But to launch full-scale airstrikes against a rebel group in a country far, far away makes no sense to me, especially for the guy who says we have to end all these wars and America's not going to be fighting these wars. Looks like he's about to get us into a war that ain't ours. You know what I mean? We got no business launching airstrikes on the Houthis. Yeah, they fired at our ships, but our ships were in the war zone. You know what I mean? If I feel like if you travel to a war zone, you become fair game. You can't just cruise through and say, "Hey, I'm passing by, don't shoot at me." No, you're gonna get shot at. Get your ass to stay the fuck out of there. Get out the way. He wants to launch airstrikes on the Houthis, but he don't want to call Vladimir Putin a killer dictator, which he is. He doesn't want to say anything bad about Vladimir, but he wants to talk all kinds of shit about Volodymyr. That's not a play on words. We got Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky. I know y'all knew that, but I'm just trying to be coy. But anyway, Donald Trump, the idiot that he is potentially lighting a fire in the Middle East right now. I believe he wants to go to war against Iran. Why? I don't know. The Iranians aren't bothering us. Not directly. You know what I mean? They're trying to get no, not even trying to get their nuclear program off the ground. They have a nuclear program. I believe they have nuclear weapons already. I believe that for quite a while. And there's really nothing we can do to stop it. Think about the fact that the United States is always telling other countries, no, you can't acquire a nuclear weapon. And they're like, why not? You got them. Not only do you have them, United States, but you're the only country on the planet that's ever used them in warfare. Have you all ever thought about that? The United States is the only country to ever use atomic weapons in warfare. Now, some would argue, hey, we needed to drop those bombs. Dropping those bombs on Japan in World War II saved a lot of lives. Because if we hadn't have dropped the atomic bombs, we would have had to send troops in to invade all of those islands in the South and Western Pacific. And probably eventually we would have had to invade the Japanese mainland, which would have cost probably hundreds of thousands of lives, and might have got our asses kicked if we would have put boots on the ground in Japan back then. So, yeah, okay, they said the atomic bombs back then saved a lot of lives, saved millions of lives, but still, we're the only country that has ever used them. And when the world saw how powerful those weapons were, everybody got together and said, look, we can't let this happen again. Too many people got them now. People start lighting off nukes now. It's a wrap for everybody. Ain't nobody surviving a nuclear war, y'all. Understand that. Nobody is surviving a nuclear war. So hopefully, none of these idiots, not just our own homegrown idiots, but the foreign idiots too. Hopefully, none of these idiots are going to, light off, and decide to plant some mushroom seeds, because it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem that nobody can fix if that happens. So understand that. But anyway, Donald Trump is launching airstrikes against the Houthi rebels today. I guess it started yesterday sometime. But they just started reporting it really late last night, early this morning. What else is going on? He's still trying to strong arm the Ukrainians into giving up their country. That's basically going to be the end result if the United States, quits supporting Ukraine in their war against Russia. Donald Trump is definitely going to give the land to Russia. Plus, he's still trying to take control of Gaza, told the Palestinians to go live somewhere else. What else? Oh, and he's talking about military action to take the Panama Canal from Panama. He said because it's ours. It's not ours. It's not ours. In fact, we didn't even build the Panama Canal. It was built by the French or somebody. The U.S. controlled it for a lot of years, you know, but it belongs to Panama. It's in Panama. It's theirs. How the fuck, Donald Trump, are you going to tell somebody that they got to give up something that's in their country? He's still trying to muscle Canada into becoming the 51st state. Think about it. Canadians are having none of that. And I'm not mad at Canada whatsoever. Yo, Canada, tell Donald Trump to kiss your asses. What else? Oh, in Greenland. He's trying to take Greenland. He's trying to threaten a NATO ally over Greenland. And mind you, too, he wants to rename it Red, White, and Blue Land. We got what we got, y'all. We got what we got. I don't know how the fuck we got here, but this is where we're at. Not to mention all the bullshit going on within the country. With him systematically dismantling the government, knocking down agencies that are needed to keep this country running, you know, as smoothly as possible. No, we're not the most efficient, by far, but we're really fucked up now. I'm personally feeling the effects. They're fucking with my veterans benefits now. And like I said earlier, you know, I was on the waiting list for Social Security, you know, because I'm recently disabled. I know I don't look like I'm disabled, but I'm fucked up, y'all. I have an incurable situation going on. Yes, I can still smile every day because I'm grateful every morning when I open my eyes. But I'm going to be real with y'all, all my friends and family out there who really have no idea. I'm fucked up right now. I don't know how much time I got left. None of us know how much time we got left, but I'm on the fast track, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I'm still grateful. Grateful every day. Every day I have. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, wow, he gave me another day. But I may not have a full day because I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. You know what I mean? The next 3 minutes. Think about this. When you look at the sun, I know this is off topic, but when you look at the sun, you're seeing light that's 8.5 minutes old. You can look up at the sun, and the sun might not actually be there, but you won't know until 8.5 minutes later. That's something to think about. Because that light has to travel 93 million miles to get here. So be grateful, y'all. Live your life from minute to minute. Stop stressing out over bullshit you can't control. Stop crying about things because crying ain't gonna fix nothing. Just live life. Be happy. No matter what's going on, just be happy. And it's really that simple. Somebody told a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, a close friend of mine, maybe she's a little bit more than a friend, tells me, oh, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. Just do it. Just fucking do it. I learned quite a while ago that stress is self-imposed. We worry about shit because we choose to worry about it. I choose to worry about nothing else anymore, ever again. I just ain't crying about nothing. You know what I mean? Because it's not worth it. We got one life to live, and we only die once, as far as we know. So, and we're all gonna find out whether we like to or not. So that's that. But anyway, where was I? Oh, I was going down the list of shit that Donald Trump is fucking up. And Elon Musk rat. Here we are with all these billionaires now at the top of our government telling us what's good for us, okay? We got the MAGA idiots who are hurting. They are hurting, but they're still supporting their guy. Think about that. And then yesterday, 10 Democrats voted along with the Republican Congress to pass a temporary government spending bill for 6 more months. So they basically kicked the can down the road for 6 more months. When is the last fucking time this country actually had a working budget? I don't think since Bill Clinton left office. And say what you want about Bill Clinton, he did leave office with a balanced budget. The United States actually had money in the bank when he left office. We had a surplus, had money saved up. And then ever since then, that shit's been downhill. You know what I mean? It's been downhill. So, yo, kudos to Bill Clinton, man. At least you knew how to fucking handle the checkbook. You know what I mean? Because everybody after you, that shit's been fucked up. We've been in debt ever since. You know? They gave America a credit card and America went crazy. That's pretty much what happened. But check it out. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, fucking everything up. Everybody's saying, you know what? We got midterm elections coming up. I don't think so. I ain't holding my breath. I'm really not thinking we're going to have midterm elections. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to have presidential elections in 4 years. I think Donald Trump's trying to hang around. If he survives that long, because he may not survive that long. He's an old motherfucker. What's Donald Trump, like 80, 81 or something? He may not make it all 4 years, but if that's the case, we're even in bigger trouble because J.D. Vance is even worse. Could you imagine J.D. Vance as president? Is that what y'all want? Really? Donald Trump even said J.D. Vance wouldn't be his pick to be the next president. So what's that tell you about Donald Trump picking him as his vice president? Kind of tells me that the plan never was for J.D. Vance to ever be president anyway. Because basically at this point we don't have a president anymore. We got a king. King Donald. That's what we got. Remember when he told the Christian nationals just a few months ago that if you vote for me, you'll never have to vote again? Donald Trump's words out of his mouth. That's not fake news, y'all. He said that, and y'all didn't pay attention. I heard people say, oh, he's just talking. He's just talking. He's just saying shit. He'll say anything, you know, just to get a rise out of people or whatever. This motherfucker has done everything he said he's going to do already. You think he's still just talking? Donald Trump ain't trying to go nowhere in 4 years. And if he does, I believe he's trying to set it up for his son to take over. And I ain't talking about Don Jr. Keep your eye on Barron, y'all. Watch Barron Trump. Look at that motherfucker. He's an evil motherfucker. Watch him. Mark my word. Seriously, pay attention. Watch Barron Trump. He's the Antichrist. Not Donald. Barron Trump is the Antichrist. And I know some of y'all are laughing at me now. You're saying, "Oh, Ken, you're crazy as hell." Mark my word. Pay attention. I saw that during the inauguration. The way Barron looked at Biden that day, you could see the evil in his eyes. That motherfucker is going to be dangerous. And he's the next one to sit on the throne. Don Jr. is stupid. Eric is stupid. Ivanka wants no parts of politics. She's staying all the way away. But Barron Trump, that kid is going to be a problem. So mark my words, y'all. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And there ain't nothing we can do. We're going to have to go through it. Hopefully y'all are prepared, for whatever's to come. You know what I mean? Just be ready. But don't be stressed. Be grateful. Be grateful that you woke up today, because as long as you're breathing, you got an opportunity to make things change. Change starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with all of us. That's real. That is real talk, man. If we want things to change, we got to do better. But we have to do better within ourselves. We can't expect someone else to do what we're not willing to do. So if you're not willing to make changes within yourself, don't expect anybody else to make changes within themselves. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. Thanks for coming into my live, y'all. Yo, check me out. YouTube, Sunday night, Crazy Baby TV World. Watch the live show at 9 p.m. Crazy Baby TV, the Ken Jackson Experience. It's a serious thing this year, y'all. We're going to do what we got to do. Subscribe to the channel. Also visit the website, www.crazybabytvworld.com. Leave me a message. I got nothing to sell y'all. So I'm not trying to hawk no products or get you to try the latest thing or anything like that. Just subscribe to the channel so you can be up to date on whatever bullshit I'm pushing out. You know what I mean? All right. So I'll see y'all later. I'm out. Got shit to do. Bye.